Hi, hello. We are here in Entre ArtiStars or Between Artists with Sabine Klarmann, the head of the makeup department in the Stadt Theater in Klagenfurt, Austria. She's gonna tell us about a little about her experience and yeah, put us in context, please.
Okay, let's start.
Yeah, let's start.
Yes.
To start, we want to ask you what advice would you give to someone who is just starting their professional career at dreams of working in this field?
Yeah, so it is when you want to work and start to work in this, you should just have fun on what you're doing and like it. So, and only to start to be creative and also to really hard looking where I can do this. So never give up. So if you go somewhere and they say no, we have no place for you, go maybe 2 months later there and say, okay, hello, I'm here again. I want to do this. I feel comfortable with this. I like to be creative. I like makeup. I like hair or whatever. So, and go to the next, but never give up. So,
Okay.
because there will come a chance. Yeah.
Okay. Nice answer and
Yeah.
nice question.
Also, yeah, really nice question.
How did you get started in the world of makeup and character design, and why and how did you decide this was the career you wanted to pursue?
Yeah, I decided really, I think when I was 14, I decided, okay, I like theater and I want to do something there. So I was thinking, okay, maybe I do costume design, or I would make a stage design, or I would go to the makeup department. So at first, I was lazy in school, so okay, so I said, okay, I have to study stage design. Okay, maybe not. So I go to a school for costume design, but I was lazy, so I was kicked away. So and then I had three months to think about what I want to do to start in the next semester again. So, and then I go to Vienna and go to a workshop, I think 3 months, to see, okay, maybe the makeup is also for me. And yeah, I liked it. So we make a lot of simple things, we try everything. We make makeup, we make hair, and yeah. And yes, and after these 3 months, there was a really, really kind girl, really nice. She told me, okay, when you want to do this, then start really at the beginning. So it was at this time you have to learn hairdresser. So I was, oh no, I don't want to be a hairdresser. But I said, okay, when I will start it really from the beginning, so that not
Don't be lazy.
Yeah. So then I started to learn hairdresser my 3 years, but I wanted to the theater. So in my second year, I was coming here to the theater and asked them for a job, and they said, no, you're too young. Okay, so after half a year, I come back and said, okay, if you want someone to work, I'm here. No, we don't need. So, and I do it. I think it was 1.5 years, and I was 4 or 5 times here. And then when I was finished with the hairdresser, I was working in a shop, and then I get a call, and they told me, yeah, you can come and work here. So yes, I said, okay, yes, I will come. And at the beginning, also the old head of the makeup department, she told me, okay, we do this because you were all the time here. But I tell you, your contract is only 1 year. If you're not good, you will go for after 1 year. And I told her, no, I will stay. And I stayed. So I liked this job so much because it's so creative, and also you can play with colors, you can sculpt, you can transform people, and you have such a bright thing to do. You can decide on whatever you want, and so yeah, that's why I said then, okay, no, it's the right way for me. Yes.
And you never give up, and then you...
Yeah, I never give up. I wanted, and I was young, and I was young and come there and said, oh, here I am, you need me. So it's also good.
That's nice.
Also, and when you're young, you're not thinking so much about things, what could happen, so you only go there. Yeah, but, but it's really, it's a really cool job, yeah.
It is. Do you remember a particular moment when you felt your career was taking off, or when you experienced a major success?
Yeah, there are a lot of moments when it comes up. Yeah, I think you have a lot of moments where you're thinking about when it comes up. So also when you're young and I was not the head of, also you go there and go take your first time with a solo part or something, so that my old head of trusted me and give me the chance to show more what I can do. And so that's really moments where you're thinking about, and so okay, that was my first time, and it was really nice. And then they trusted you more and give you more things to do, or you can do things by yourself, and you see then your work. So there are a lot of memories on this. So when you're coming, okay, you're going to make the next 5-week foundations, and also there was a moment I had, was also really nice, because I think it was a masterpiece of me and they trusted me, so we had a less time to make a wig. And they were coming the first time with a costume designer. It was the first time that I worked really with a costume designer, really in front of, because normally the head of is in between. And they told me, yeah, okay, we need a wig, but this must be really realism, and you have only, I think, not 2 weeks. So, and they told me, but when it's not good, it will fall out of the play. And I said, okay, yeah, I will try this. So I was really working and ventilating this week because I wanted that it stays. And it was afterwards, it was really perfect, but I was so much working, and for my success that it was so beautiful, I think it was about 10 hours of ventilating. My old head up came to me and he was finished, and she came to me and she said, did you want now also to cut the wig? And I said, no, please, no, I'm so tired, I will not read it. So, but it's also, they trusted me, and I put the wig on, and it fits, and it was on stage, and they said, okay, and they were coming and said to me, okay, it's really a masterpiece, and then I get more things to do, and can try more out, so that was really nice.
Very good. You would say that that was your before and after, or
before and after, this and this,
yes,
before
like
this is happening,
changing your life, that
I think when you have a success with something, you trust more in yourself. So, and that's really nice, because then you think, okay, I can do it. I struggle not with myself, I can do it, I trust, and yeah. So it gives you power to work more and more, and you're really happy, and you're tired but happy.
See that is your work.
And also if there's also a moment, sometimes it's small things, because we had also Sunday an opera, and I looked at television, and there was a video of this opera, and there was this chorus lady. This was my second year. I did stand in front of, and I saw it in TV, and I was so to my mother, look, I do this. So it was so good that they filmed it, and also small things make it really stuff.
Okay.
And yes.
No, please
No.
tell us. What kind of training did you receive, and how would you say that influenced your professional development?
My training was all over here in the house, and I had a lot of training, because I had I had good colleagues, and they trained me in some special things, and I was really, and it influences me that they also gave me the skills also how to work with the people. What can you say? Also, don't say, okay, I can do everything all the time when a costume designer comes. So they said to me, okay, think about before you say something. So also when a costume designer comes with his concept, I hear them, and okay, yes. But I never say them, okay, I will do this. I will all the time check it up before for myself. Can I do this? Have I enough skills for it? Have I enough money, materials? So they give me also this, and they trained me also in this with to work with the costume designers and not that they were too much from you. So yes, yeah.
Okay. So everything here in the theater?
My trainings was not everything here in the theater. So all over the years I go to workshops with other makeup artists, because I find it really important if there's someone, because everyone has his special stuff he do. So it's really nice to work with people from all over around the world, because they give you new input. So I learned here the basics, but I go a lot to work with other people. So I was in Germany, I was in Vienna for workshops. So it depends where is a workshop, and there were people from America, from Germany, from here. So and also my training is also, I think my training never ends, because it's a job, you have a bright thing to do. So it never ends to train, because if you need something new, you have maybe to train yourself. And my training is also, I think, with my team, because every one of the team has a special thing. And so when I need it, I try to work with them, and also that, okay, how you do this. I love also to sit a little bit outside of the room and to look inside the makeup room, and to look on all the other, on another colleague, what he's doing, he's doing like this, oh, nice makeup. So I love to steal with the eyes also.
Yeah. So because here do you have like many artists that you can be inspired of?
Absolutely. So that's also training, but training never ends.
Great. And how did you become head of the department? Really interesting.
That's how I became the head of the department. So I was still finished with my school and had my degree. So and then we had the head of the department, and then we had a second head of, and she said, okay, she don't want to work so much. So they were asking me if I want the second part, and I said, okay, why not? Yes. And then my head of wants to go retired. So she said, okay, maybe you want to be the head of. And I was really young. I think I was 26 or 27. So then I said no.
Really?
I said no, I'm too young. I have not so much experience. I don't want to be the head of such a big department. I said, okay, maybe in 10 years, when I'm in the middle of the 30s, and then when I'm a little bit more growing up, I said, okay, yes, but for the moment not, it's too much for me. So we were searching for a new one, and we get a new head of. It was a man from Germany, and he starts to work with us. And so there were then, at the beginning, everything was really okay, really nice, okay, will work maybe. But we had a lot of trouble with him. So he only do the makeup and wigs and everything on men. So I had to do all the woman part. So because he never touches women's, so it's a really big part. It's okay, I do this, but I make also everything of the live cast, because he don't want to do it. And also he was a little bit of lying to the art director, because we had one moment there, and that's not really nice. We made a wig, and he chose the wrong color, and our art director go crazy in the rehearsal and said, okay, that's really shitty and everything. And then he told our art director that it was the fault of the team, and it was not the truth. But the thing is, I was standing near to him, and also to the art director, and I know the art director. I was working with him over 5 years now, and then he was give me a view, and so tell me it's the truth, and I was shaking my head, so no. And he don't like this, so and so it all the time there was trouble with this. He wasn't nice to the team. Afterwards he was sitting in his office room and looking soccer where the team was working. And so and then our art director, there was a moment he said, okay, no, he will not stay longer, so the contract will will go out after this year. He will not get a new contract, and then they were coming to me if I want to be the head of. And I said, okay, maybe I'm too young. I have to think about. And yeah, and then he comes 3 times per week. So come on, Sabine, do it. And I said, I don't know.
I see you
Yeah.
the first time.
Yeah, so he said, okay. And then there was one moment he said to me, so Sabine, think about it. You can do it, or there's another one coming, and maybe this is happen again. So, and then I said yes, but I said I will do it only for 1 year, and if it's not working for me, if it's too much for me, after 1 year I will go back to the team, and you have to look for another one. So, but my contract goes back to the other, because in my self-reflection it was maybe you only see if it works for you when you try, but if not, this could be also happen, because I think there's so lot of different positions, and you can the best one, but you don't like to be ahead of. So and that's. Yeah, I said, okay, I tried, but when I reflect, for me, it's not the best for me to work, and I will not have fun because it's too much other things to do. I will go back. So, yeah.
And you didn't go back?
I didn't go back, so I stayed. Yeah. So it was working.
It wasn't that stressful, that what you think, or?
I think it was really stressful at the beginning. So because I was really young, and maybe it would be the better way to had a little bit more experience, because in the beginning, when you're so young, I was, I think, a lot of times 14 to 16 hours here in the theater to learn more and to try out, because you don't have so much experience, and every project is new, so it was really a lot of hours of my private life to be here. So I think the better way would be to be, everyone has to decide. Maybe you're on that point with 26, maybe you're with 46. For me, when I think about that, it's not so stressful. I would had 4 or 5 years of more experience would make it maybe a little bit more easier. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Now you're here.
Yeah, and I enjoy it. I like my job.
Good. I'm glad. What is like to coordinate a theater with so many different productions, numerous artists, numerous also professionals? How is it like to coordinate it?
To coordinate it, I think it works, but I think I do it such a long time that it's okay for me. But there is there is a system inside of the theater, so that everything goes in together, and also with the other departments, and so if you have enough people for work, you can coordinate it really easily, and it's especially you can coordinate it really good when you have a nice team around you, because they will help you to coordinate also with the other departments. So if you need help or this, so we can help each other, and then it works. But I think also at the beginning, when I start with this, it was really, really, oh my God, how I should do. But after years, you know how is this working. So because you have the team around, and they also help you with coordinating. So
So you can support on others.
Yeah, also support from others.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. What would you say is your best memory working as a makeup artist, and your most challenging one?
I think this moment is my really first production as a head of. So it was a new opera, so it was never on stage. So it was the first time that this opera goes on stage, and it's an opera. It is playing in Asia, so you have to make all people like Asians and this, and it's a really, really big production. And we also had a live stream for TV on the premiere day, but in the beginning we had also to modulate masks for the whole chorus, so to work with this was challenging. But I think the most challenging moment where we were going to have the makeup tests, because we have to try out the makeups, how they will work, or what we are doing with the characters. So I was make, I think, 2 days of makeup tests, and yeah. And for me as well to coordinate it as my first really big production with all, and it was really big, and this was challenging. But then after these 2 days, my costume designer comes to me and she cries and she said, "No, nothing will work. I have no idea. And because we tried it a little bit to let them look like real Asians, or a little bit like Peking opera, but it was not really the right way, so it doesn't work anymore. So but then she was sitting in my office, and she said no, she has no idea if I can, and at this moment there was a point for me, and that's also the part that makes so much fun, because then I said, okay, I have an idea. So and she trusted me, so we started again with the whole makeup artist. So and I mixed a version of Peking opera, so that's special stuff how they make their makeup, with another it's an dance art, but they have also special makeup. They only work with lines, so they don't connect it, but it looked then on when you're a little bit far away, it looked really realistic, but it's really crazy. It gives you a lot of you can make old, you can make bad, only with a few things, but it looks like art. And so I had the chance to presentate everything, to design each person and each character. So she was only sitting there in the back of me, and I told her my story about the character, and I really can design all the solo parts. So, and this was really cool, and worked so much on stage, and so I think it was challenging also to learn, also then to introduce the rest of the team for what I want, because it was really special. But yeah, it was then on TV, and yeah, it was I was proud of me.
You have to show me.
I will show you the pictures. Yeah, they're really cool. So this one, but it was challenging as well. So yeah.
And the best memory?
The best memory
Yes.
was also, I think, this moment for when I really can design it by myself, or yeah, the best memory. Yeah, I think they're also the most when I designed when I can go on free, and the costume designer comes and say, come on, I have give you this and this, but the rest you can design or something, and
yeah, you like that moment.
Yeah, I like that moments, and there is a lot of good memories, because you have a lot of player operas with really nice people, or it was a lot of work and you're proud on it, or it was a good teamwork. So the bad things we forget, we only have the good memories.
Always.
Always. Go on to the next. If something is not working, go on to the next project. Exactly. Don't look back.
Okay. What areas have you worked in, like theater, advertising, audiovisual, and which one do you enjoy the most, and why?
So the most time I work here in the theater, but in my younger time I tried to make some films or something. And for the other, I forgot the name. What's the second one?
Advertising.
Advertising.
Yeah,
I make also. When I was young, I tried everything a little bit else. But for me, I decided that I like theater more, because you have all the time new projects, and for me only is also to work on in the film industry. It would be only nice to be in a workshop, because I don't like to stand 8 hours on a set and waiting that I can powder an actor. So I want to be more, and especially I love really much the work in the workshop, and so and in the theater you have every time a new project, and in the advertising. In the advertising, it's for me it's the most time to commercial. So there you have a lot of beauty stuff and thing, and I want to have I want to make everything.
Yeah,
So
that's not that
that's yeah. So that's not so creative,
Mhm.
and it's beautiful if you like it. It's really so everyone has to find what he likes more, because there are a lot of people they like more to be on set with the team there with the different departments and everything. So for me, I decided I like the theater more with the productions, and I have 10 performances, and then there's coming the next, and yeah.
10 performances for
Yeah,
per year? Or
we have we have in the year I think we have 12 performances, 12 new productions, and normally we have what we are playing 10 to 15 performances when we play from a production, and then it's finished, and then I can do it away, and then the next is coming. But it's also I like it, but also it's challenging because sometimes you think, okay, not one more new, please, not one more mask, so not one more, because you have years there. You start with bold caps and end with bold caps, then you think, okay, now or this year we have all, you see it all in a little bit of rosa and in pastel colors. So and then you think, oh no, not like this. But I like it also as well to make new things and not to have every day the same work. So
true.
Yeah,
That feels nice.
Yeah.
Where do you find inspiration for developing your ideas?
I think inspiration all over. So I find my inspirations, it depends on, sometimes it's nature, sometimes it's only what you see here around, but it's also other artists, painters to inspire you, okay, to work with these colors, to get this kind of art, so it all comes inside. Also how other people are working is an inspiration, so what they're doing, so to look to other colleagues, what they will do, also to look some films in TV is also an inspiration. So I think you have to go with open eyes and find all over. It could be also you look in the book and find some inspiration. So in books, in old books, in paintings, so it depends. Sometimes if you have a project, you sit in your garden and we're thinking, oh cool, it's a nice color, or oh maybe I can make this, or I can use this. So it depends. So it could be everything. Also inspiring people are that they are also, when you work with them, they inspire you to, okay, we can do this, okay, we can do this. So sometimes it's a work together where the one said this and the other word goes to this, and then at the end, so that's all. So I think I try to go with open eyes around and to see, okay, there is a color, there is a shape of something. Oh my God, there is light and shadow. How look, this is working. So so I think you can find inspiration all over, and then you have to make your own design of it. So be creative, use your brain, combine things. Maybe you think at the beginning it's not matching together, but maybe it should not match together. So why not? It could be also something cool outside of this when something really different. So
exactly. What's more inspiring than life?
Yes. Sure, about yes.
Okay. Going to industry questions, could you tell us how the industry has changed since you started?
The industry has changed a lot, because when I was and I started now. When I started, wait, no, I'm now 23 years here in the theater. So, and when I started, it was more simple. You don't have so much materials, because there was the time silicone was coming up. So we worked at this time a lot of with latex foam or with other foams. So not so much with silicone. So all the you had a really simpler materials. Now you have more materials, so it's harder to decide, but they also give you more chance to work different. So that it was really changing, and also was changing because I think they want more. I think it was in the beginning because you don't have so much materials, sometimes a little bit of simpler, and now it's more complex also because of all the movies in television or the series. So the costume designers see this and say, okay, I want to have also this, or so maybe there's more and more. So that's what really changed, I think. So
they expect more and more, like with the years, because
and you have to learn all the time. So because and that's I think, but also it's a change because when I started, you had not something like Pinterest to check to look for pictures. So you have only books. So now you can go more to the internet and to look what other people are doing. At the beginning we had only, I think, our books. It comes then after 5 years when I was started, it goes more to the internet. I think it makes it also a little bit easier to have the internet to check and to look what or to look for information, because at the beginning when you have only your books, then you have only your books, and there is only a few of books. So
make it easier, but at the same time make it more difficult because they you have more things to have a reference. And they could expect more from you, or you know what I mean?
No.
I mean, when maybe the art designer see many things in Pinterest and films, they could ask you for more.
They see more of this, and sometimes they give me the picture of Pinterest, but only the picture, and I told them, can you give it me on Pinterest, because then I can check maybe another photo where I can see it better. So no, but it's good. It's also good for me. I also search for pictures on Pinterest, also especially for historical hairstyles or something. You can find a lot of and you don't have to buy all the books because they're really expensive.
They are.
They are, yes.
Okay, so you like the upcoming.
I like also the books, but I like also what is coming new, and you have more things to see and search, and sometimes it makes it a little bit easier than to have all the books, or to draw it by yourself. Also to when you work with the team, to have really for everything a picture, because then it makes it is also for the team easier to work when everyone has a picture to see, okay, I want to have this or this, not only to speak, because when you speak to the team, everyone understands it in a little bit of a different way. That's normal, and so they can see the picture and they have it more in their mind.
Okay, good. Thanks for developing our phones. What challenges did you face when you were trying to find your place in the industry? Do you think it's easier or harder now to break into this profession?
I think it's all the time the same, and I try to find my place, so I know I want to be there, and I think to come into the industry you need a long breeze to go there, and you have at the beginning absolutely too hard work, so and also to be concentrate, to be every day clear, and so that they know you. And at the beginning, you have also to make connections to get the next job, especially when you're in a freelancing part, because it's you need to know people, because then you get the next project or something. Also, when you're working in a theater and go to another theater, it's really the thing. So
And how do you feel about that? You have to have contacts or connections to really get into
Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard because you need, but it is what it is. You need connections. I would all the time say, okay, it would be nicer that it's a little bit more open. So I try all the time when I'm looking for new team members to make it really open and not to give the jobs away under the hand, because when people know them, you never get something where it was never nowhere print. We need some members or something. So I would find it more nicer that everyone shares when the job is free and everyone can come, not only because I have a contact to get the job. So, but I think especially in the film industry, it's really, so you have to go inside and then connect with the people, then it's easier to get the jobs. And so the beginning, I think it's especially in the advertising and in the film industry is I think really hard, because also the advertising, you have one photographer and he has his makeup artist and you will not come to there, so you have then to know them. So I would wish it would be a little bit more open, so that every young person has the chance to go there and the headers had a look on them and say, okay, it's good or it's not good. What's your special skills? Maybe for another project, maybe if you're not for me, I can give you say, okay, go to this work or to this production. Maybe this is more for you. So I think this is because it's hard, especially in these two parts, to go inside. When you're inside, then it's perfect. But you have to have a long breeze and go there and set. And maybe at the beginning you will not earn a lot of money, but you will get the experience, and but afterwards they have to pay you on the right way. But at the beginning, because maybe you have to make only an assistant job. But it's okay when you're young. We all have to go there and to make an assistant job, to know the people or to come inside or to learn a little bit more. So I think that's the hard thing. And it was for 10 years, for 20, for 30 years the same, and now it's the same. So I think there's no change in between really. So a long breeze and it's working. If you I think all the time, if you want to do this, there will be a way that opens for you. So it's only, the thing is never give up. So I think that's you will have bad days where you think, okay, I have not get this job or something. So yes, but at the end you will be lucky and you will get a job, but never give up, is that and keep your smile. And if something is not working, you have friends, you have family, you have everything, then go there and have a good time with them and do this away. Not struggle with yourself if I'm good enough or not. Sometimes it has nothing to do with yourself. So
okay, rely on life. Okay. What interpersonal skills do you consider essential for working in a team within the theater sector? What interpersonal skills do you consider essential?
I have to translate it in my head.
It's a lot.
When you are working in a team, you should like humans.
For sure.
No, you when you're working in a team with a lot of people from also with man, with woman, with whatever, and you have to be open. You have to be open to everyone. I think that every person is a person, and to accept. So also. We have a lot of different cultures here working with us, people from other countries. So you have to be really open to everything, because it's different. Everyone is a little bit different. And I think you have to accept this, because also when we are working in a team, someone is in a good mood in the morning, someone not. I have to accept, okay, come on. If you're not good, it's not interesting. But never hurt someone. So if I'm not in a good mood in the morning, okay, work your stuff, but never piss on something or whatever. So that's really important, because it's also when you're working in a team, the projects never will go on stage when we're not working as a team. So everyone is a little a part of a little puzzle. So, and that's what teamwork is. So everyone gives a little bit, and that could be, and it's not only our department. It's also not the art director. It's everything. I think it's the makeup, it's the costume, it's the tailors, it's also the cleaning lady, because if I cannot, I work the whole day in my workshop, and when we have here another cleaning lady, okay, I would, after 2 weeks maybe I cannot come inside because all is dirty. So it's really also for me a teamwork to work with this, and also with the actors. I need also them as a team on the evening with us to have a good mood, and so that we have a funny evening and relaxed to work on. So yeah. And the most thing is to accept all the others. So, but we all the time say, when we are here in theater, when you are coming from outside, then you go through the door, and then you come to a really crazy new world that exists only in the theater, with crazy, funny people, with laughing, with crying, with everything. And yeah, it's like a little family sometimes. So because we do a lot of time together, and yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same.
Yeah, and that's nice.
Bueno, in such a creative and collaborative work environment, how do you manage like the differences in opinion between other professionals?
I have to read it,
yes,
because this one is mine, and I'm struggling all the time.
How do you?
The work environment. How do you handle this? I try, but no. This is one that I not translate for me.
Like everyone, like, do you have many professionals here working? So they have like many different opinions. That opinion, how do you handle that different opinions? Because every of them are valid, because all of them are creative as well.
So when I work with all the other professionals, yeah, it's the same. It's like we have to work together, because also when I have different professionals, like an actor, and ballet dancer, or a stage designer or something, we all have to work with us together. It's also a teamwork. So because when they don't get a makeup or something, so we need them and they need us. So that's why we are trying to come together.
And everyone knows that it's a teamwork, and no one wants like to put her opinion.
No, it's no. Normally it's a teamwork. There's no one that he wants, because that's a project in a team. It's because I need also the other professions. So I need it's together. When I do a makeup, I need my actor, because he has to play it on stage. If he plays against my makeup, okay, I cannot do anything. So so we have to work together and to find a solution how we do this, and how they can work with our makeup or with this. So yeah, and normally they are all together. So I think if there's someone that says, okay, I only want to make my stuff, I'm this person, I'm this talent, maybe this person will work one time and then never again. So we had, but we had people like this also. We had I had one time a lady for a musical, and she was very crazy. So she was really, she only wants to do like this on stage, and she was they fight with the art director and everything, and she was also in the makeup department. It was really hard, because she was all the time, we had all the time around her to manage everything for her also as well. Sometimes I was behind the stage and she comes for a change, and I had to say to her, okay, no, darling, you have to go outside again. And then afterwards she was crying and screaming, and sometimes, yeah. But then you also, when you have people like this, there is one line that it should end, because this was also a woman and this was the second production with her, so I had it her a second time, and I make a makeup test with her, and everything was fine. And then I had my first rehearsal, and afterwards she was coming and told me that my makeup was shitty. It was not good. She didn't like it and everything. So, and then she told me she can do it better by herself and everything. I was like, yes. And then we had the next rehearsal, and I prepared her hair. I give my hot rollers inside, and then she was waiting, and then I told her, okay, you make your makeup by yourself? And she said, what? And I said, yeah, you told me you will do it by yourself. And she was, what? And I have no material, she told me. And I said, no, look, here are the brushes, here's the eyeshadow, please feel free, do it by yourself. So then it's...
He did it?
Then she was really, so no, maybe you can help me as well. But I was really, I told her, no. Yeah. Sometimes when it's too much and people are crazy like this, then you have to say no, please. It's not good for me if you're so in this way to me. Please, okay, I'm also no. So it could be also happen, but you have to handle it and sometimes you have to say no.
Yeah, limits are important.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Yeah. So because if it goes on to your heels or something, so you have to say no. That's I don't want to do this because myself is more important than this. So I have to take a little bit of self-care as well.
Yeah, sure. Perfect. Have you ever had to deal with conflict within a team, and how did you manage to solve it?
Yeah, you have conflicts. That's normal when people are working together. That could be happen that you have that two people or other people have conflicts. So I think you have to speak or to pick up the people and to speak about it, not to ignore it. So if there's a conflict, we have to find a way where we can do with this, because conflicts are not good and they are not necessary, because you can handle it all the time in another way. So I think you have then to speak with the person, or if I cannot speak with the person, go to the next person higher to me, maybe to ask for help as well, or to go to a colleague to ask them to help me, because conflicts you need not to be alone. So because sometimes it's good also when you have a conflict to ask others for help. Maybe they see it in another way and it opens your eyes, and then to speak with the person you have a conflict, or that another person helps you to speak with this person. So I think and you will have all the time conflicts. It's also because when you're working a lot and you're tired, sometimes then you're grumpy on this day, or a colleague is grumpy and you have a little conflict. But maybe it is in this moment harder than because it's a bad day and we're all tired. So, but then you have to speak on the next day, or to leave it a little bit, speak on the next day, or afterwards when it comes a little bit down, and said, okay, this was not fair, this was not nice, you hurt me a little bit of this. So also a way. And if it's not going for you by yourself, then you have a lot of people around that will help to with the conflict.
Communication.
To have because you have to communicate then and to do it away, because it cannot stand. We don't need conflicts, we don't need war, so we have to learn to speak to each other, and yes.
How does the relationship you have with the actors or the people you work influence the final result of your work?
Yeah, the relationship, I think it's important to have a good relationship, because then my work is better. So if I feel relaxed and feel free and not afraid of of an actor or something, I can feel more, I can work more free and open, and so the result will be better. So that's also that's good to have a good relationship. We don't have to be best friends, we don't have to go out and eat something together. It's only for the work to have a good time. So and also with the team members to have a good time. So because this relaxes on work, and you go, you like to go to work, and I think this is also when a good relationship, makes it much more better and easier to go and like your work. Because sometimes it's a long day and you're tired, and you think about when you're home, oh my god, I want to stay, I want to sleep. But when you have a good relationship, you say, okay, no, I meet nice people, we will have a funny evening, a good time. And so I think it's important that you can work better and have no stress, and so feel free and comfortable as well.
Yes, it's really important.
Yeah,
you can flow with
and also the relationship when you have a good one, because the actor or something, you have to be a good relationship because when he's coming to the makeup department, I said all the time, he's naked. They are naked because they have no makeup, they have no hairstyle, so they are really like a white paper for us that we can paint, but they have to trust us because they are really naked. And if we have a good relationship, they will trust us what we are doing, and then they will help us because then they play with our stuff, and they said, okay, this is nice, so I'm really happy I presented this makeup, so all these things, so it's really private. It's really private moments with actors, because it's when the actor is in the makeup department, it's the most time it's the last chance for the actors to come a little bit down, to lay back and not to think, so they enjoy it the most time, really.
Leave the responsibility to others.
Because when they are leaving the makeup department, then they are in their, then they have to check their props, everything, so then it starts to run for the show. But this is a really, they can relax there and calm down.
Make a good environment to feel free. Okay, how important do you think ongoing training is in your file? You told me it's really important for you.
It's really important because all the time materials are changing, you have new projects, and you never will know everything because there is so much what you can do. So that's why you are training. And I like to train all the time because you never stand still. And it's also for the team when we're doing, it makes fun when you learn a new skill and it works then the first time. Oh my god. That's then you have a smile and or the other comes and go there and say, oh my god, that's good, you make it really nice. Oh yeah, it gives you really joy. So that I think, because when you are all the time doing the same, then I could work also in another job. So that's why training is, and this is really important. So and it makes fun.
And fun is perfect.
Because you can try new stuff and you can try new makeups and so a lot of times we don't have the time to train, but when not so much is to do, we can train, or we can think, oh, I saw this picture, I want to try it because maybe I need it, and so and that's remind me all the time a little bit when you're in school or something, or when you learn your job. So and training is it's you can fail. It doesn't matter, so it's so nice. I can try and see what I can do or not, so I don't have to work really. So I can only try, and that's nice because there's no picture, there's no camera. So if it's not working, it's not working, and then I try it again. So but there's no person that said, okay, that's not good, make this little point or this. It's only for me by myself. So
did you have some pressure on perfection when you really have to do the work for a production, like to go on stage and that thing? do you have like some kind of pressure on you?
Yeah, sometimes we have pressure, because we have to go on fast, and also when we have the production, we have only our hours. So I have 45 minutes for this woman, I have 20 minutes for this. So we have our schedule of time, and we have to see when I'm training. So I have time enough. I can try 2 hours or something. So, and we are also doing training if we make some new makeups things, so we take our time, so we do it on each other, or we are looking for some models that are coming, so that we can, so we had last year we make La Cage aux Folles, so we had a lot of drag queen makeups, and we don't do it all the time, so we trained, I think everyone from us was training 3 times before we go to the actor, and then we trained 1 time on the actor, and then the whole rehearsal. But we take our time to really to train what we are doing there. So the whole team. So it was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you work with others?
Yeah, we work on each other, or we had someone has his husband, or we had friends here. So we were all working. So when they have time, they started, okay, and then we have 2 or 3 hours, then we reflected it and said, okay, this is good, there we have to work, or when we have to do more. We also had a drag queen that makes us a presentation. So no, Sophia Liz. Sophia Liz, the other drag queen. No. So the other one, and so we take really this time to learn these new skills, because it's a different way of makeup, and but I think it gives everyone a lot of back, because everyone was really motivated to learn this something new, and we at the beginning we need 2.5 hours for one makeup on one person. At the end we were 1 hour 54 45, so 45 minutes, so we are really coming on faster, so but I think we loved it all, so it was
to learn new things is always for everyone.
Everyone likes it.
Good. Okay, so for the next, let's have the last question. What piece of advice do you wish you have received when you first start in this fight?
I have to read what that is.
What advice would you wish to have received when you start?
What piece of advice do you wish you had received when you first started in this field? Which receive? I think it's okay. I think I don't want to have, because I didn't know so much of this job and what is a makeup artist and everything. I didn't, only good luck, I think, because I don't want to have to so much recipient before, because it was in my mind and it was wonderful and beautiful, and I don't want to hear from someone in the beginning, be careful or be this. You have to make your experience, because it's only when you also see all the BAFTA winners or something, they say, okay, have a long breath, work hard, work this, and sure, we know it, but I think go there and feel free. You think about how beautiful this is. It will go the hard time, so I think this is okay. So because everyone has to decide afterwards if it's really what he wants. Because I think when you start with this, a lot of things you think are more beautiful than they are afterwards are. So because every job has its good and bad sides. So, but I think it should be only beautiful in your head, and you should have your illusions, and
Okay, so no advice for you.
No, it's okay. Only go there.
Just like everything's gonna be alright. Okay, nice. So thank you so much for your time, for this all valuable information, and it's a pleasure to have you here. and have a nice day.
Thank you. Also, it was just one really good interview, and I hope it helped, maybe or not.
Yeah, sure.
So awesome.
100% on that.
Yeah. Also, have a nice day.
Thank you so much.
Bye bye. Good.
It's funny.